Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGD Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop. Until you get your mouth on LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yeah, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, good morning, everybody, man. Y'all press one if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Got a mic check, 1 2 1 2. Press one if y'all can hear me in the comments. We'll get right on with this video, man. Appreciate everybody that's in here, man. Like, share, subscribe. Salute to all of the new subscribers to the podcast show, man. We had like 80 new subscribers to the podcast show yesterday, and I dropped some more content on the show last night. I'm gonna be dropping some more content today. So if you guys have not subscribed, make sure y'all support the channel and subscribe to the podcast show. We covering a lot of different issues over on my podcast show, things that I can't talk about here on YouTube in that type of depth. So make sure. And then some things I can, but I just talk about over there. So y'all make sure y'all do that. The link will be pinned at the top of the chat, the top of the comment section. And so salute to all of y'all. I seen y'all that's all over there. Appreciate y'all. Look, bro. One of the biggest platforms out here with nearly 1 million subscribers. Andy Signor from Popcorn Planet has came out going in on Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro. Also, the woman you see in the middle of your screen, she has stayed firm in her allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. She claims that Diddy was, the one who allegedly shot her in the club that night in New York when Sean ended up going and doing a bid in prison. She was also on his most recent show, and man, Andy was going in. Now, if you guys don't know who Andy Signor, that's who he is. Again, they are one of the major platforms in independent media. And, bro, I just got finished watching this show. He did not hold back on Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro. In fact, he made some damning statements and allegations in response to the audio that Alex Spiro put out, and all of the mainstream media ran with this. Oh, this is the smoking gun. This is it. There's nothing else to talk about. And, bro, man, he went right at Jay-Z's lawyer, bro. And I'm going to let you guys hear what he had to say. I'm going to let you guys hear what Andy had to say, man. Andy went in. Andy has a lot of questions about that audio that Alex Spiro took to ABC News. And he didn't hold back. And so does the woman, Natasha Rubin, who claims and alleges to this day that, P. Diddy was the one that shot her. Now, P. Diddy was found innocent in the court of law, but she is standing firm that, she claims that it was Sean Diddy Combs who, pulled the trigger. Now, I want to go ahead and play what they had to say, and I want to get my reaction. So shout out to them. Fair use. And I just want to get my reaction to what he said because, bro, This is the first guy I seen yesterday that was going in. I'm talking about, bro, this dude's going in on this audio. So let's I want to show you guys what he had to say. Let's get into it.
Against Diddy and Jay-Z. Now, we previously reported on this even recently about this. Now, Jay-Z is suing the Jane Doe. It's pretty crazy. But here's where things have gotten insanely interesting, chat. Ready for this? There's now audio, allegedly, of this Jane Doe on recording saying that Tony Buzbee, the lawyer, pushed her to sue. I want you to hear this audio, and then I have a lot of questions, and I'm glad you're here for this. Let's play this, because this is a pretty telling audio that seemingly alleges it was all made up, and Tony Buzbee forced her to do it.
But Jay-Z, was you saying he was definitely there? But he had no part in it, or he was just...
He was there. He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly, yeah.
Talk about leading the witness.
The woman is also heard saying...
And then she goes, yeah, I want you to hear that yeah again.
Yes.
It's a very important... Listen to the audio I'm sorry I can't boost it even further. I'm trying. But listen to this yeah.
Any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly, yeah.
The woman is also heard saying her lawyer put her up to suing one of the world's most recognizable stars.
He was the one that kind of pushed me towards going forward with him. With Jay-Z. Buzbee did? Yeah.
Do you know why?
No.
ABC News exclusively obtained a minute-long excerpt of the recording made days after the woman, identified as Jane Doe, permanently dropped her lawsuit against both Carter and Combs last month.
The people around Mr. Carter wanted to know what happened behind closed doors. And so they asked for her to be interviewed. The interview occurred, and the tape speaks for itself. She says, in no uncertain terms, Mr. Carter did not do this. It is effectively a lie. And the only reason Mr. Carter is even involved in this is because she was pushed to involve him, pushed to include him by a lawyer.
The accuser's lawyer,
I never heard her say the word push.
Tony Buzbee, called it
I
a
didn't hear her say
blatant
any of
lie
that.
that he pushed Jane Doe to sue Jay-Z. And he sent us this recording of a phone call with his client.
They say that they have you on tape denying that Jay-Z assaulted you. Is that true?
No. I don't. I never said that.
Okay. They also say that you told them, and they have it on tape, that I, Tony Buzbee, told you to came up with this plan and told you to say that Jay-Z assaulted you so you would get more money.
No.
Jane Doe said in a court filing...
Yeah, so, and again, it's
I
important to say, although I ultimately chose not to pursue the claims, that's why this was dropped.
My claims.
She stood by her claims. Now, we have more of the declaration by one of these investigators, Tanya. But look, here, I'm going to go straight to you, but I just got to say, I noticed an edit in that audio. I heard it with my own ears. That first yeah sounds very weird. And it's like, if this is such an important piece of audio that you got her to confess, why are you going out and making it little clips? Play me the whole damn tape. I want to hear the whole damn tape, Spyro. Nice try, trying to finesse it the way you wanted to. Play us the whole damn tape. I can't yet find a transcript. Something feels fishy here. Even that second half about, but who made you do it? That could have been about who made you do the case. It wasn't like who pushed you. There's a lot of insertion and hearsay behind these investigators, which later Alex Spiro is pushed and says, like, does he know him? Does he know this person? And she says no. So how did you know these? How did you find out this Jane Doe's exists? Where she was? Why are they on her doorstep? She's made it clear that she felt threatened, Tanya. Like, she felt threatened by all this. She says it. There's literally, she was warned that Buzbee tells her that Mr. Carter was threatening to K her, to unalive her, if the response to her lawsuit and could come after her. That's why she dropped the case. So I come to you now, drop to you, like, you face this kind of stuff because you literally were shot at. Does this surprise you? What do you think is actually happening here?
And so, first and foremost,
Now, before I get to Natasha, man, I ain't seen nobody go in like that. I'm going to repeat myself again. I ain't seen nobody go in like that on Spyro the way Andy just went in on Spyro, man. Andy went straight at Spyro. And again, Andy's a major platform over at Popcorn Planet. You guys should go subscribe. I will put an actual link to the actual sourced content video in the comment section when this is over with. So y'all can go check it out for yourselves. He is right at 1 million subscribers. So he definitely has a major platform. Man, bro, I was speechless after I saw this. speechless, because again, I haven't seen anybody, go directly at the situation like this. I told you guys yesterday, I feel like it's going to be bad for one of the lawyers. Either it's Tony Busby or it's Spyro. Both are saying two completely different things. And I'm going to tell you something. If one side proves in a court of law that the other side is lying, whoever is lying, that is a major ethics blow, bro. That is career ending, bro. That's why I told y'all last night, Tony Busby, his career, bro, we're talking about major, because this is a major case. This is a major situation. Bro, I got to play that again, man. Andy Signor, man. I mean, damn, dog. And y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here, share and subscribe, man. Bro, he went in, bro. He went in. I ain't never heard nobody say something like, and all the media yesterday, I didn't hear anybody in the media asking no questions. And Spyro and them said they had the whole, if you had the whole tape, why not release the whole videotape? Audio tape, excuse me. Why not release the whole audio tape? And if there's video, why not release the video to show that the girl was not coerced? She wasn't under any duress. Did they have secret video to prove that? Or are we just supposed to take people's word for it? Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Do y'all think that would pass in a court of law, that audio? If you have a whole audio, they will want you to see the whole audio, right? Or hear the whole audio in its entirety. Man, I'm going to play this again, man. Andy, man.
Now we have more of the declaration by one of these investigators, Tanya. But look, here, I'm going to go straight to you, but I just got to say, I noticed an edit in that audio. I heard it with my own ears. That first sounds very weird. And it's like, if this is such an important piece of audio that you got her to confess, why are you going out and making it little clips? Play me the whole damn tape. I want to hear the whole damn tape, Spyro. Nice try, trying to finesse it the way you wanted to. Play us the whole damn tape. I can't yet find a transcript. Something feels fishy here. Even that second half about, but who made you do it? That could have been about who made you do the case. It wasn't like who pushed you. There's a lot of insertion and hearsay behind these investigators, which later Alex Spiro is pushed and says, like, does he know him? Does he know this person? And she says no. So how did you know these? How did you find out this Jane Doe's exist? Where she was? Why are they on her doorstep? She's made it clear that she felt threatened, Tanya. Like, she felt threatened by all this. She says it. There's literally, she was warned that Busby tells her that Mr. Carter was threatening to K her, to unalive her, if the response to her lawsuit and could come after her. That's why she dropped the case. So I come to you now, drop to you, like, you faced this kind of stuff because you literally were shot at.
Now, this is the woman, Natasha Rubin. Now, she is a woman who had priorly accused Diddy and continues to accuse Diddy of a crime that he was basically acquitted for in court. She accuses Diddy still of being the person who she said shot her in that club. Let's go.
Does this surprise you? What do you think is actually happening here?
And so, first and foremost, thank you for having me, Andy. You know, it's always a pleasure for me to be here with you. And I love that you go deep. You are willing to dig deep and find the meat of the story and sift through it. And I knew from the get-go when this first came out, I said, this is not going to fare well for this young lady because she's more of a shrinking violet. And no disrespect to her. She has some type of intellectual disability, as according to what was said. Things of nature. She's still enduring.
You're not speaking out of turn. They've admitted that, her lawyers and everybody's have sort of
she's
said
still enduring traumatic brain injury. She has seizure disorder. Both I have a traumatic brain injury and a seizure disorder as well as a result of being shot by Puffy. However, her personality is such that she is afraid. The difference between her and I is that I was never afraid. The pressure, the questioning, the harassment, all of that is the same. First and foremost, we don't know what state she lives in. Why are these people, any conversation about an ongoing case is ex parte communication. Why were they at her front door? Who gave them the authority to go question her without legal counsel? An ongoing case. They are an extension of an officer of the court. They are the attorneys, private investigators. That's an extension of an officer of the court. You know, any communication outside of the purview of attorneys and the judge is ex parte communication. Also, we don't know what state she lives in.
Now, let me stop that right there. And I'm going to finish playing what she said, but let me stop that right there. I'm going to tell you why I disagree with what Natasha said. And I know people going to get mad at me and say, oh, Ticket, what are you talking about? I have to be fair. On my channel, I have to be fair, and I have to keep it 100 down the line. The reason why I disagree with what Natasha said right there was because the case was over with when they claimed that they went to interview her. So does she still fall under attorney-client privilege? Because the case was dismissed with prejudice by her, and they claim they went after that to talk to her, the private investigators. So if the case was dismissed with prejudice and somebody says it wasn't over, they're saying it was over when they talked to her. You have to remember the dates. She dismissed the case with prejudice, meaning that she can never bring it back up again. So when she dismissed that case, if they go talk to her after that, Tony Buzbee legally would not be her representation at that time for that case, because that case was over. Gotta be. See, you guys gotta like the truth all the way across the board. If you want the real, you gotta get it all the way across the board. So that part I disagree with her on, because once again, that is a gray line right there. That's a gray area right there. Because that's what they're saying. See, if somebody says, well, how do you know the date? I'm telling you the dates they're saying. The dates that they're putting out there is that they went to her after the case was dropped. That's what Spyro said in the interview. Now, do we know that to be true or not? We don't know, but that's what he said. So I got to call this down the line. I can't lean towards one side or lean towards another side. Can't do that. I got to lean towards whatever the truth is. The truth is they claim they went to her after that case. So let me give you an example. If that case was still going on, that would be, in my opinion, an ethics situation. That would be a violation if you talk to somebody else's client without their attorney knowing. But the fact that the case was dismissed by her with prejudice, that means that case never comes back up again. That means there's an area right there. An area right there. Right? Then you have to ask this question. Who is her lawyer for her to represent her in her law and Jay-Z's lawsuit against her? We don't even know that. We don't know if Tony Buzbee represents her in her case that Jay-Z is suing her. Think about it. Think about it. You got to think about it now. To the person who said that's a lot of investigators talked to her before that, we don't have the proof of that. And if you don't have the proof of that, you can't say that, Daisy. I'm sorry. I got to be honest with you. I got to be honest with you. We don't have the proof of the dates. I'm telling you what Spyro and them said. So the way they put it, the date they put it, was after her case was dismissed with prejudice. That means that Tony Buzbee technically would no longer be representing her at that time, unless she's involved in a different case and she obtains Tony Buzbee as counsel, meaning she's being sued right now by Jay-Z and his lawyers, and Tony Buzbee's representing her right now. But nobody's even spoken about who her counsel is to represent her in the Jay-Z's lawsuit against her. Doesn't matter. You said I have to remember she's autistic. Doesn't matter. I know that. I haven't forgot that. Don't you know I'm the illest at this? I haven't forgot that. I'm just telling y'all what the truth is. You guys got to use y'all brains. Operate in an area of common sense. The truth is, and Alex Spyro made that clear, that she was spoken with after her case was dropped. He said that on ABC. And he said the reason why is because it was people that was around Jay-Z, close to him, that wanted to know the truth. Which to me was unbelievable, because if you're close to Jay-Z, you're around Jay-Z, you know he's a good person. Why the hell I need to know what somebody, why the hell I need to be validated if she dismissed the case with prejudice? I'm gonna believe him anyways. If that's like if you my people, I know you on a day-to-day basis. I don't need nobody else to convince me you didn't do something if you ain't do it. I know you ain't do it. The hell I need that for? Think about what I said. Think about what I said. Lolo, you're not listening to what I said. You said ticket that makes no sense. Everything I'm saying is going past your head. You guys got to think on a different level. I'm not saying what you're saying, Lolo. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm telling you that Alex Spiro went on national TV and said, and so did the investigator state, that they went to her home to interview her, the investigators, after the case was dropped. Now, your statement, Lolo, you would have to have proof that they went over there before it was. You'd have to show proof. If not, it's just hearsay. See, when you get into this legal terminology and stuff like that, you got to know what the hell you're talking about, or you'll get your ass burnt every time. That's what I'm saying to you. That's why I told y'all, Spiro understood what he was doing. He knew what he said. And that's why I told y'all, regardless of what y'all think, Spiro's a good lawyer as far as he's intelligent. But, same as Tony Busby, but you don't get to this level if you're not. But everybody makes mistakes. Some way. Some people make honest mistakes. Some people make dishonest mistakes. And I'll just leave it at that. Right? So what Natasha said, I disagree with what she said based off this circumstance, because they clearly stated that those investigators talked to her after the case was over with, right? So to a person who says attorney-client privilege lasts forever and ever and ever, that's not necessarily true as far as if a case is dismissed with prejudice. She dismissed it with prejudice, ma'am. This or Lone Ranger. You guys got to understand what the hell y'all talking about. When you dismiss a case with prejudice, that means you can never bring it back up again. Right? Now, if she would have invoked attorney-client privilege and said, I ain't talking to nobody without my attorney, that's her prerogative. If she talks to anybody after this case, she can go on national TV and do interviews. She don't need Tony Busby permission to do that. Study to show thyself approved without just running around YouTube saying dumb shit. You will get cooked every single time you run up on me. So once again, you're not listening to what I said. You're making up what you want to say. What I'm saying to you is that they, in this situation, the way they put it out there, did not break a law by having that girl being spoke to, I should say. Because Alex Spiro and them, they denied that it was him or Jay-Z that had that girl, spoken to by the investigators. Alex Spiro said that people around Jay-Z wanted to know, after the case was over with, the truth. And so he said that they went there and boom, 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 handled their business. You guys got to learn. So once that case was dismissed with prejudice, that girl, she can go out right now, unveil her identity, do interviews with every network she want to do without Tony Busby. Right? That's her prerogative. Think about it. Think about what I said. Think about what I said. Shout out to Hassana Wilson with a $10 donation in the Cash App. And also shout out to, Eugene Grady in the Cash App too, coming through with a $40 donation this morning. Salute to you. Let's keep going though. I want to hear what she keeps saying, right? I want to hear what she keeps saying.
What are the laws of single party consent notification in that state? Was she aware that she was being recorded? Did she consent to you recording her? All of these things are relevant and pertinent. And what type of, the fact that by virtue of the fact that she is a Jane Doe, protected by confidentiality in this case, and yet.
Nope. Let me say this again. She was a Jane Doe. She dismissed the case with prejudice. Once she did that, case over with. It can never be brought up again. It can never be brought up again in court. That case can never be brought up again. And then you talking about attorney. She hasn't spoken about, we don't even know who her attorney is representing her in Jay-Z's lawsuit against her. We don't even know if she's acquired counsel yet. Right? Right? I'm going to ask you a question. I want y'all to think about what I said. See, I'm going to tell y'all something. What social media did and all these major content creators who are able to put out and release news and challenge and all these other things, this is why people stop watching TV. This is why people have stopped watching mainstream media TV. Because the mainstream media TV can give you anything the big wigs want to put out and it's over with. Boom. But now when you had investigators online, people who can come online, create their own platforms, create their own news networks, and not have to be capitulating to certain things. Now you get pushback in a lot of different situations where it never used to be that. See, back in the old school days, sometimes you would get pushback from certain reporters. But then the game changed. But then the game changed again. The game changed again. I have never heard a guy call out Alex Spiro straight up like Andy did. Never heard a guy call out Alex Spiro straight up like Andy did. Never heard a guy call him out. I'm talking about straight up. I'm talking about with a media channel that has damn near 1 million subscribers. Straight up call him out. Never heard it before until today. And I'm talking about when right at Spiro. You would not see that from the mainstream media. You're not seeing that from none of those mainstream networks, none of that stuff. That Spiro literally went on ABC News and didn't even really get no pushback. None of the things that Andy spoke about, Spiro was asked about. And see, that's the difference right there. If you would have probably had Spiro, I don't even think Spiro would have ever did an interview with Andy. Because these questions right here that's being asked, oh yeah, my bad. Dame Dash said he was a lie. He said everything the dude said was a lie. I forgot. As a matter of fact, since you said it, I will play that part. Dame Dash did say that. And Dame Dash he's a big time celebrity. So he did say that. Dame Dash did say that, you know. But he said that guy's ill. I won't forget what Dame Dash said. He did say that.
To involve him, pushed to include him by a lawyer.
The accuser's lawyer,
I never heard her say the word push.
Tony Busby, called it a blatant lie that he pushed Jane Doe to sue Jay-Z, and he sent us this recording of a phone call with his client.
They say that they have you on tape denying that Jay-Z assaulted you. Is that true?
No. I don't. I never said that.
Okay. They also say that you told them, and they have it on tape, that I, Tony Busby, told you to came up with this plan and told you to say that Jay-Z assaulted you so you would get more money.
No.
Jane Doe said in a court filing.
Yeah, so, again, it's important to say, although I ultimately chose not to pursue the claims, that's why this was dropped.
My claims.
She stood by her claims. Now, we have more of the declaration by one of these investigators, Tanya. But look, here, I'm going to go straight to you, but I just got to.
True to it. You asked a question. You said, what's the evidence I'm missing since they so guilty? First of all, I never said they were so guilty. I don't know who you're talking to. But since you want to play this little game, sir, well, ante up. First of all, as I said last night, didn't Alex Spiro do a PowerPoint presentation talking about how none of this was even possible of a party and all these other things, and there was no White House and all this other stuff? Didn't he do a PowerPoint presentation about that 3 days after that girl went on there and did her interview? Well, guess what? How in the blue hell is Alex Spiro using an alleged tape he has to now say that this girl is speaking the truth, when he blasted her whole testimony and said it was a lie when she accused Jay-Z? Now all of a sudden it's a truth. But here's the biggest part. She said in that audio, in response to the questions from the investigator, that Jay-Z and Diddy were at that party. But I know you missed that. I know you missed that. Once again, this right here is like the NBA Finals. The best against the best. Going all 7. I told you. The girl called it off. But I believe that Tony Busby, everything he did was for a reason. I believe he did that interview with the girl to not only show that she had some inconsistencies, but he knew that that would draw out Jay-Z's lawyers and his legal team to go at her, and they did. They went at her entire story and went hard. What do I think Tony Busby is going to do next? I think he was going to come with a royal flush. Remember, Spiro went over there, and he clearly in the PowerPoint presentation made it seem as if it was impossible that any of this event could have happened. But I believe Tony Busby would have came out with a royal flush and tried to prove that there was indeed a party where those two were present. And if they were, that would have changed the entire spectrum of how everybody thought at that time, based off what Spiro said in his presentation. But since the case is closed with prejudice, you never would have got to that at that point, because it was closed with prejudice. So that case will never come back up. But the fact that Jay-Z suing her in Alabama and suing Tony Busby, right? Now what they've done is they've opened the door. They've opened the door to where Busby can come back now and maybe sprinkle a little bit of stuff that he may have wanted to put in there. Because remember, yesterday, when he played that audio, in that audio with the private investigators that he wants you to believe is true, the investigators saying, oh, so you're saying that Diddy and Jay-Z were at this party together, but Jay-Z didn't do anything to you. Hold on. I thought that Jay-Z and Diddy were not at that party together. True to it? Boy, you fake to it, nigga. Stop playing with me, boy. Stop playing with me, boy. You definitely fake to it. Stop playing with me, boy. You don't want you better back up about that water. Like James said, you better back up about that water, boy. You better back up about that water. Nobody asked Spiro that question. Spiro, you said she admitted Jay-Z did nothing to her. But in your PowerPoint presentation, 3 days after she did that interview on NBC, your whole presentation was around this being impossible that this event could even happen. The times, the travel, all of these things. So now, yesterday, that audio, if you know your role and shut your mouth, made it possible, according to that audio, that the private investigator played, not Ticket, not nobody else on YouTube, that the private investigator played. That audio made it possible that 5-hour drive could have happened, right or wrong? I'm asking a question. Because the private investigator said in that audio, sir, and I will play it again for you right now, that PI said this to that girl.
That seemingly alleges it was all made up, and Tony Busby forced her to do it.
But Jay-Z was, you're saying he was definitely there? But he had no part in it, or he was just...
He was there.
He was there. This is the tape Alex Spiro presented. Nobody asked those questions. You said her dad didn't pick her up. It's a lie. But Spiro, they all made it seem like all of this stuff could not have happened. Okay, cool, no problem. No problem. But that tape Spiro played on ABC yesterday, that man said, so you're saying that Jay-Z was and Diddy were there, right? It's just Jay-Z didn't do anything to you. Which one is it? So now, if you're in a court of law, Tony Busby would have had a field day in a court of law with this tape. And the reason why Tony Busby would have had a field day, because Tony Busby would have said, well, hold on. Your whole case was predicated, your whole argument been predicated off of that this was impossible, that this could have happened on that night with those times. But now you're presenting an audio. You're presenting an audio. And to the person who says this is weak, okay, cool. Well, then throw out the audio then. That means the audio that Alex Spiro presented was weak, nigga. Since that's what you're saying. Because Alex Spiro presented that audio on ABC. Mr. True to it, or should I say fake to it, nigga? Now think about this. Think about what I said. These are all factual things I'm speaking about right now. And that audio, listen to what he said again. You can't pick and choose parts you want to believe. If you say this girl's a liar, you got to say, hey, man, she's a damn liar. But you're going to tell me she's lying and telling the truth in the same little audio clips? Think about that. Think about it.
It was all made up, and Tony Busby forced her to do it.
But Jay-Z was, you're saying he was definitely there? But he had no part in it, or he was just...
He was there.
So you're saying Jay-Z was definitely there? Or he had no part in it? Or was it just he was there? Listen to the second question. Alleged from the private investigator. Listen.
He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly, yeah.
Talk about...
Yeah. The woman said, after he asked her, the woman said, oh, he was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly... But I thought, the whole world thought, Mr. Fake to it, that it was no possibility that this could happen. This was all cap. This is all cap. Right? It ain't about us agreeing, sir. It's about me putting factual information out there for you. Factual information is I can play that entire PowerPoint presentation from Alex Spiro 3 days on December the 16th after that girl's interview on NBC. Everybody across social media blasted that girl and said, you are a liar. This never happened. The event never happened. They weren't even in the same. They all destroyed her. Go back and look. The timestamps are there. And that's the greatest thing about social media. All you got to do is go back and look at that date and look at social media. But now, Alex Spiro presented a tape to ABC that everybody's listening to now. And in that tape, private investigators are saying, oh, well, you were there. It was just that Jay-Z didn't do anything. But hold on, Spiro. People are saying, I thought you said that this guy wasn't even. See, that is how in a court of law, lawyers break down. Right? Right? And then this is why Andy Signor was going crazy, because he was like, bro, you don't break no video audio down like that. If you have a 1 minute clip, you let it roll in its entirety. That's what Andy's saying. Listen to what he said. And again, this is not me with knocking Natasha, but I had to be honest with Natasha. I don't think Natasha has a good point, because she dismissed the case with prejudice. That means she can never bring that case back up again. That means that Tony Buzbee will not be, technically is not her lawyer after that, unless she's hired Tony Buzbee again to represent her in her defense against Jay-Z's lawsuit that he's suing her with in Alabama. But then you'd have to ask yourself a question, about that. Who's representing her in her defense against Jay-Z in Alabama? Think.
But he had no part in it, or he was just...
He was there. He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly, yeah.
Talk about leading the witness.
The woman is also heard saying,
And then she goes, yeah, I want you to hear that yeah again.
Yes.
It's a very important. Listen to the audio. I'm sorry I can't boost it even further. I'm trying. But listen to this yeah.
Any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly, yeah.
the woman is also heard saying her lawyer put her up to suing one of the world's most recognizable stars.
He was the one that kind of pushed me towards going forward with him.
With Jay-Z. Buzbee did?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
No.
ABC News exclusively obtained a minute-long excerpt of the recording made days after the woman, identified as Jane Doe, permanently dropped her lawsuit against both Carter and Combs last month.
The people around Mr. Carter wanted to know what happened behind closed doors. And so they asked for her to be interviewed. The interview occurred, and the tape speaks for itself. She says, in no uncertain...
He said they asked for her to be interviewed. People around Mr. Carter. What do you mean they asked for her to be interviewed? Well, wait. What do you mean they asked for her? Because in the declaration from the independent private investigator, they said that Jay-Z nor his legal team hired her. They never said who hired those people. So when he said people around Jay-Z wanted her to be, first of all, how did they find out who she was? Alex Spiro been saying the whole time Jay-Z didn't know who she was. Up until that certain, he had said that priorly. When they asked him before, he said that in the writing on December the 23rd. Go back and look. What do you mean they wanted her to be interviewed? If she came out and filed it privately, anonymously, how the hell could you find her? How the hell could you know where she's at? How the hell could you know what state she's in? If a person, think about this, y'all. If any person files a lawsuit anonymously, you don't know who they are, where they at, what it is, how the hell you find them? How you find her? Heavy Bear says alleged victim can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Shame on Tony for using her. How did Tony use her? Tony didn't use her. She didn't come to Tony. She didn't go to Tony, sir. She went to him. Mr. Andrew Van Arsdale, Ava Law Group, sir. And they have her data because she clicked one of those Facebook ads to Reciproc City Industries, which then prompted her to have to contact them through a 1-800 number. She was then referred to Ava Law Group, which is what Reciproc Cities does. They refer different cases to different law firms. Her case was vetted, and then it was sent to Tony Busby for more vetting. It was right there in the New York Times. Lil Bear. And think about this, Lil Bear. Let's go off of your comment, Lil Bear. Lil Bear, off your comment, sir, you said the alleged victim can't walk and chew gum at the same time. So why the hell would you use her quote, that alleged quote, that Alex Spiro said that they got from these private investigators? Why would that matter? If she can't walk and chew gum at the same time, that don't mean that she can walk for you. So what that mean? All of a sudden now she can walk? Now all of a sudden she doing the Dougie when it's for you, right? She doing the Dougie for when it's for you. Think. Lil Bear. When it's for Tony Busby or somebody else, oh man, I don't believe her, man. Now all of a sudden, she came out and told the truth, y'all. Big nose, big headed, man. I ain't gonna say nothing, man. Stop playing with me, boy. Back about that water. Lil Bear. Back about that water. Back about that water. Back about that water. Like I said before, if she is incredible, she isn't incredible at all. She's incredible at all. According to you. Let's keep going.
In terms, Mr. Carter did not do this. It is effectively a lie. And the only reason Mr. Carter is even involved in this is because she was pushed to involve him, pushed to include him by a lawyer.
Now, he says that she was pushed to involve him, pushed to include him by a lawyer. If that's the case, then Tony Busby will not be able to prove, neither will Mr. Van Arsdale. Paperwork, y'all. Recordings. Paperwork in the recording is going to prove date, time, collection. What day did she click on that Facebook ad? What time? What date was a call made? Remember, all of this goes down in the history. Recordings. So what all they're going to do is, and we're going to find out the truth very soon, because all they're going to do is, I'm telling you what they're going to do. Andrew Van Arsdale, all he's going to do is going to go get the authenticated audio of when she originally called with her complaint, which for all callers, whenever you call one of those lines, they're going to record you. It's going to be a date, a time, and they're going to record that call. And they're going to record your claims on that call. So all they got to do is go pull up that tape from the official records, authenticated of when she called, the date she called, and they can also use technology to show through the phone company that she did indeed call. And they'll just show that she called and exactly what she said. And if they're telling the truth, meaning Mr. Van Arsdale, that when she called, she made a complaint about Diddy and Jay-Z. She made the complaint. How could somebody push her to put somebody's name in that she originally called with their names? Think. Y'all making this too easy for Tony Busby and them dudes. Y'all making it too easy for them. All he has to do is show through phone records that they called, she called. They had a conversation on this date. And the audio, authenticated audio recording. of who she claimed did something to her in that original phone call. That will prove whether or not they told her, well, you need to put this person's name in it or not. And boss lady, you keep talking about some rest up Pro City. Listen, ma'am, I can't pronounce that shit like that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The way I see it, it's a rest if pro. Let me see it again. I never pronounced the O as an A. So y'all got me messed up. Y'all keep talking about, hey, Ticket Man, you pronounced it wrong. Man, listen, man. I pronounce it like it say, Rest-C-Pro City, like that. You talking about some Rest-I-Pro City. I ain't see no A. You say R-E-S-A-P-R-A. I ain't see no A's. I see an I and an O. Rest-It, Rec-It, Pro. What an A at? A. I'm just messing with you, boss lady. Baby girl, you know my ego looking 40 foot. Man, I'm just messing with you. I hope you're having a blessed morning. You know? I hope you're having a blessed morning. Let's keep going.
The accuser's lawyer,
I never heard her say the word push.
Tony Busby, called it
I
a
didn't hear her say
blatant
any of
lie
that.
that he pushed Jane Doe to sue Jay-Z, and he sent us this recording of a phone call with his client.
They say that they have you on tape denying that Jay-Z assaulted you. Is that true?
No. I don't. I've never said that.
Okay. They also say that you told them, and they have it on tape, that I, Tony Busby, told you to like came up with this plan and told you to say that Jay-Z assaulted you so you would get more money.
No.
Jane Doe said in a court filing,
Again, it's important to say, although I ultimately chose not to pursue the claims, that's why this was dropped.
my claims.
She stood by her claims. Now, we have more of the declaration by one of these investigators, Tanya. But look, here, I'm going to go straight to you, but I just got to say, I noticed an edit in that audio. I heard it with my own ears. That first sounds very weird. And it's like, if this is such an important piece of audio that you got her to confess, why go out and making it little clips? Play me the whole damn tape. I want to hear the whole damn tape, Spyro. Nice try, trying to finesse it the way you wanted to. Play us the whole damn tape. I can't yet find a transcript. Something feels fishy here. Even that second half about, but who made you do it? That could have been about who made you do the case. It wasn't like who pushed you. There's a lot of insertion and hearsay behind these investigators, which later Alex Spiro is pushed and says, like, does he know him? Does he know this person? And she says no. So how did you know these? How did you find out this Jane Doe's exists? Where she was? Why are they on her doorstep? She's made it clear that she felt threatened, Tanya. Like, she felt threatened by all this. She says it. There's literally, she was warned that Busby tells her that Mr. Carter was threatening to K her, to unalive her, if the response to her lawsuit and could come after her. That's why she dropped the case. So I come to you now, drop to you, like, you face this kind of stuff because you literally were shot at. Does this surprise you? What do you think's actually happening here?
And so, first and foremost, thank you for having me, Andy. You know, it's always a pleasure for me to be here with you. And I love that you go deep. You are willing to dig deep and find the meat of the story and sift through it. And I knew from the get-go when this first came out, I said, this is not going to fare well for this young lady because she's more of a shrinking violet. And no disrespect to her. She has some type of intellectual disability, as according to what was said. Things of nature. She's still enduring.
You're not speaking out of turn. They've admitted. Yeah, her lawyers and everybody's have sort of
She's
said
still enduring traumatic brain injury. She has a seizure disorder. Both I have a traumatic brain injury and a seizure disorder as well as a result of being shot by Puffy. However, her personality is such that she is afraid. The difference between her and I is that I was never afraid. The pressure, the questioning, the harassment, all of that is the same. First and foremost, we don't know what state she lives in. Why are these people, any conversation about an ongoing case is ex parte communication. Why were they at her front door? Who gave them the authority to go question her without legal counsel? An ongoing case. They are an extension of an officer of the court. They are the attorney's private investigators. That's an extension of an officer of the court. You know any communication.
Now, see, I got to correct her. That's wrong. I think Natasha got her information wrong because they're saying, and the private investigator said that they were not hired by Jay-Z or his lawyer or his attorneys. So I have to call it how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that's what she believes, that's something different. You may believe that. I'm saying what they said. So you have to be fair and say this stuff.
Outside of the purview of attorneys and the judge is ex parte communication. Also,
and another thing, she said ongoing case. No, that case was closed with prejudice. This is a new case right now, but this case is Tony Buzbee and the girl being sued in this new case. It's not Tony Buzbee representing her in the old case. I think Natasha got that wrong too. Let's keep going.
Don't know what state she lives in. What are the laws of single party consent notification in that state? Was she aware that she was being recorded? Did she consent to you recording her? All of these things are relevant and pertinent. And what type of, the fact that by virtue of the fact that she is a Jane Doe, protected by confidentiality in this case, and yet you found your way not only to know her name, but to her address and to her door. What level of fear and what level of, fear of her own existence and her safety and her children, if she is a mother, did that put into her? Did she feel like at all times she would be protected? Did she feel under duress? You know, when you're signing a contract, there's some initials you can put before you sign your name to designate, I've done this under duress. With an audio, you don't have that. And not the least of which is your right. Andy, it sounded edited to me. That didn't sound like her yes. Not the least of which is the lady is leading her, saying all the things and just eliciting a no yes. That could have been done under duress, and it could have been edited to put together like that. Then it becomes hers. They know they're trying to try this in a court of public opinion, and it's not right.
Well, and you know this because...
All right, so true to, since you are hell bent on getting cooked today, I'm going to ask you a question. You said you're not going to lie to me and get away free. Sorry. Okay, cool. So was Jay-Z at the party with Diddy? Yes or no? I'm asking you that question, true to it, because we know you fake to it. But my G, was Jay-Z at the party with Diddy that night or no? I'm asking you a question. That's a yes or no question. You have 30 seconds to answer that question. You said he was not. Okay, well then you're blocked, sir. And the reason why I'm blocking your dumb ass is because how in the blue hell could you accept a tape that you say that she admits that Jay-Z didn't do anything to her, but in that same tape, she admits to the private investigators that Jay-Z was at that party? Wrong. You're blocked, sucker. Goodbye. Get your ass out of here. Next, who want to get put on that Summer Jam screen? Who want to get put on that Summer Jam screen next? Get your ass out of here, boy. Use a jackstrap sniffer, point blank, period. Who got next? Who want to get cooked next? This man said he don't believe they was at the party together. Alex Spiro, Jay-Z's lawyer, uses a tape in which she says they was as evidence that Jay-Z didn't do it. The hell is wrong with these people, man? You need healing, boy. You need healing immediately.
That you've been through this, right?
I've been through it.
I want you to explain, just because he answers this, he forces it.
It's shocking how much of
Yeah. He needs to get cooked, man. He needs to get cooked, man. That man coming here with a straight face, talking about some a jackstrap sniffing. A jackstrap sniffing with a straight face. The hell is wrong with these people, man? Spyro put out the tape. Let's keep going.
Terrified at being confronted.
Opinion, and it's not right.
Well, and you know this because you've been through this, right?
I've been through it.
I want you to explain, just because he answers this, he forces this.
That she felt intimidated and terrified at being confronted by these two individuals on my doorstep. Was she coerced in any way? Of course not. They did not coerce her, promise or threaten her in any way.
Were you there, brother?
Way, shape, or form. She voluntarily met and spoke to them, and she told them her truth, which was
Her truth.
under no circumstances did Mr. Carter do this. And number two, the only reason he's even involved in this is she was pushed to introduce him by a lawyer. Does your client know Jane Doe? No.
Look how he looked down. That was the most telling.
Yeah.
No.
Ever met her? Mr. Carter doesn't know Jane Doe, never met Jane Doe. There's no truth to any of this.
You buying that?
Absolutely not. This is, first of all, not the conduct of an innocent. If I'm innocent and I believe in the judicial system, I'm going to sit back and let all of it run its course. I am not going to.
Jay-Z don't know it, but the private investigators, they know. And then when they asked Alex Spiro on December the 16th last year, did he know this girl at that press conference? Alex Spiro said, I'm not going to unmask her today. So did Alex Spiro know her? That's the question. And if Alex Spiro knew her, did he hide her identity from his client, Jay-Z? Oh my God, bro. Bro, Andy going in, bro. Andy going in.
Yeah. No.
Ever met her? Mr. Carter doesn't know Jane Doe, never met Jane Doe. There's no truth to any of this.
You buying that?
Absolutely not. This is, first of all, not the conduct of an innocent. If I'm innocent and I believe in the judicial system, I'm going to sit back and let all of it run its course. I am not going to violate the confines of the security of her anonymity. I'm not going to send people to where she.
Well, I disagree with that. They didn't do that. Gotta be fair. They didn't do that. They didn't put her identity out there. They did not do that. So, Natasha, I gotta disagree with that. That Jay-Z and his lawyers did not do that. See, I'm gonna call this shit down the line, y'all. What Natasha said was totally false. They did not do it. In fact, in a court document, they said they wanted to keep her identity private right now. Now, you can have your own reasons why you think they did that, whether they want to win a court opinion, in the court of public opinion or whatever, but you can't lie. What Natasha said, that was flat out a lie right there. They did not put her identity out there. They did not. They didn't do that. They definitely did not do that. Straight up.
Lives to surprise her. He said she met with them. You came to my doorstep. That's not a meeting. That's an invasion of privacy. You invaded her space, her privacy, and her feeling of safety, letting her know we can get to your front door. You have to watch your back. And under direct.
And that's another thing. How do we know that's her? They have to have an audio or a video authenticating that is the same girl. Everybody's going off this tape like that's her. That's the craziest part to me. Everybody's going off this tape like that's her. You don't even know if that's that girl. Do they have evidence that that's that girl? You have to have evidence that this is the girl. Demo folks running around here with a tape. Yeah, that's her. I can do that right now. The great one right now can do it. Yeah, did you see him at the party? Yeah, I seen him. But he ain't do nothing to me now. I seen him, but he ain't do nothing. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I know what happened. I'm telling y'all right now. I ain't see it. I'm just telling you. You heard what I said? I was there though, but I ain't nothing to me. I'm just telling you what it is. Yeah, right. You're from Alabama. Yeah. This the tape, y'all. This the tape right here. This the tape. Innocent. Where the identification at? Oh, we don't need no identification. I told you it's identified. I told you it wasn't under no stress. Oh, man. Real talk. I'm just saying. Girl, you heard what he said? I could do whatever he want me to do. You can do the girls with the deep voices. Y'all know how the girls be having the deep voices. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but I think you need to check my Adam's apple, though. I think you need to check my Adam's apple to see what's going on. I can do the light voice. Right? I can do your mama voice when she get around rich white folks. Hello, Beverly. I seen it, yeah. You know. Oh, anytime. I can do your mama voice when she at home. Tommy, get your ass down this hallway right now. The hell is you and Dexter doing down there? Shoe fly. Don't bother me. Stop playing these games, man.
Of the might and the weight of who she was up against, she succumbed to her fear. I cannot judge her for that. I've walked this road for 25 years. The difference with me is I walk with 1,000 ancestors behind me, and I fear no man. I stand on God's. The world operates.
Just think about it. You literally can do a voice when you want to do a voice. I can do the voice from girls up in New York. Yo, son, I don't even know what you're talking about, son. Well, you need to come over right here now, son. And yeah, son. I can go down south with it with them girls. He got slug in his mouth. You heard it? Yeah. Oh, hey, girl, he's straight. He's straight, girl. He's straight. Yeah, he got slugs in his mouth. Think about it. Stop playing these games, man.
It's on Chronos time, and I operate on Kairos time. That's God's time. I fear no man. So I don't care who somebody is. You weren't going to intimidate me to come off of standing firm on the truth and then changing or answering your questions. They couldn't even come to my door. What she had a right to say was, remove yourself from my doorstep or I'm calling the police, which is really what she should have did. But out of fear, sometimes people become paralyzed and don't act in their own best interest.
But I would even argue even worse. They knew her mental capacity was not perfect, right? It had issues. Like, they knew it. And they're constantly showing up to her doorstep to try to one-up her or scare her or get her or try to get her to say something on an audio tape that they're clearly chopping up and not giving us in full context. It's pretty deplorable, Spiral. Like, it's weird. Like, she dropped it. Okay, in most cases, it's like win, but they're refusing to accept. They want to torture this person and do so much. And look, I could get that if she was really caught lying. And I'll be honest, there's some stuff about her stories that were odd. It does seem like I don't know what to believe anymore. But Jay-Z seemingly won. It's over. Whether they're scared or not, this intimidation and continuing sort of attack on her, these lawsuits against her, now it's making me even more suspicious. I gotta lie. I can't lie.
Yeah, because like what he said, he said they suing her, but Spiral and them, wasn't they saying that she was broke? I'm just saying, wasn't the argument that she's hard on luck, she was broke before she made these claims? I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it, man. You know what I mean? You know? Y'all, let me know what y'all feel, man. You know, Andy going in, man. I'm gonna put the link to Andy's video in the comments, man, so you guys can check out Andy's video over there on Popcorn Planet, man. They got damn near 1 million subscribers right now, man. And he got a lot of people talking over there. And I just couldn't believe that Andy went in like that, man. You know, he's got a lot of followers. He does a lot of different type of content as far as he covers a lot of, he covers a broader spectrum of news, you know. And so, man, bro, this right here is definitely going to shake up social media because that video he did is going viral. It's going viral right now. And so, again, man, you know, everybody just stay blessed, man. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, you got to keep the negativity out of your life and push with the positivity and what's right. You know, I think sometimes people want to be on the side of, a celebrity. Nah, I want to be on the side of what's right. And if that's being on the side of the celebrity, hey, I ain't got no problem with that. But like I told y'all, man, if it's on the side of the people who ain't got nothing, then I'm on that side. Think about it. You can't treat situations about who you like or how you like a person. You can't do that with stuff like this. You just have to be like, look, man, you listen. Now, if I'm riding with you every day, I know you not like this. I'm just telling y'all this. He says, Ticket, are you doing the Epstein video? I already did one. And that's easy to tell. That list ain't coming out. that list is not coming out. The stuff they put out was the same one already. It was the same one, some of the same names they'd already, priorly. It wasn't nothing new. Why you think all those people was complaining about it? You guys miss content that I do. Y'all miss content that I do. That's why I tell y'all, man, y'all need to subscribe to the podcast show. I'm going to start putting up all that other content that I do on the podcast. On the podcast, it's not like YouTube. YouTube, y'all only get notifications based off of algorithm. When you subscribe to the podcast, when you subscribe to that, whatever video I put out, you're going to get that notification. It don't matter. So, in fact, I'm going to do 2 more videos on the podcast today. So, y'all look out for those 2 videos. And salute to all the new subscribers on the podcast. Make sure y'all click that link. It's pinned at the top of the chat room. All you got to do is click that link right now. And everybody that's like supporting this channel, go over there and support. We got 80 new subscribers yesterday. And so we're headed towards 5,000. I really want to get to like 50,000 subscribers on the podcast. That's really what I want to do. That's my plan. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to, I can just do more talking over there. As far as, things I want to say, how I want to say it, So y'all make sure y'all come tap in on that. That's very important to me that y'all tapped in on that. That's very important. Hold on, y'all. Let me pin this link at the top of the chat for y'all. It's pinned up there already. It says the podcast right there underneath the the top of the live chat. But I'm gonna pin this up there right now, just so y'all can see just the one for the podcast. Why is this shit acting like? Hold on, y'all. What the hell is this going on? What the hell? Hold on, you guys. Hold on, man. What the hell is this shit, man? There we go. All right, so y'all see it. It's right there, pinned at the top. Just click that link. It's pinned at the top of the live chat room. All you got to do is click that link and tap right on in. That's all y'all got to do is click that link, and it'll tap you right in, man. And again, y'all already know what it is over here. And let me shout out to people, because I see somebody sending donations, too, during this stream. I don't know why I can't see it right now. Why I can't see that? I already seen it. I don't know why I couldn't see what happened to it. Did it disappear off my screen? I'll be damned. Disappeared. It disappeared. It disappeared. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I'm trying to see. Yeah. All right. So yeah, y'all do that, man. Y'all do that. Shout out to Popcorn Planet. Don't put a link to their channel in the description, in the comments as well, so you guys can go check that out, man. And y'all go subscribe to the podcast show. I'm gonna be on the podcast show. I'm gonna be on the podcast show. I got a couple of contents I want to do on the podcast show today, so I'll be over there. Peace. All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that Straight Drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight Drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do. Stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.